What a win. The New York Rangers win 3-0 over the New Jersey Devils. Not too pretty of a win, but we do take it. And this is finally the New York Rangers showing some sort of consistency in their game, as they now have, 5 points in the last 3 games. 5 out of 6 points is not bad at all. And that is something that you want to see from your team that is young, and that you're hoping that next year is the year that you take that step forward and make the playoffs. For those of you that are keeping track at home and still believing in this team and making the playoffs, we are right now. The Boston Bruins won tonight, so we are now 4 points out, with them having 2 games in hand on us. So too steep of a hill to climb still, in my opinion, and especially because Boston got Taylor Hall, which I'm not too crazy about personally, but if he improves the team, then the Rangers are not even going to be in the picture soon at all if he really does make or break the team. But the New York Rangers do win tonight. Again, not a pretty win at all. They're not drawing enough penalties lately. Face-off wise, they're sloppy. Defensively, they were all right. Offensively, they're not shooting the puck enough. But like I mentioned earlier in the season, something that I did want to see, like we've been saying all season, I should say, not earlier in the season, all season, we want the New York Rangers to play the younger guys. And, well, David Quinn, we cannot bash because he played the young guys pretty. This was a perfect example of what I've wanted all season from the Rangers, rolling out all 4 lines equally, giving them all an equal opportunity to play, and giving them an opportunity, because you're seeing right now what happens when you're giving these younger guys playing time. Lafreniere, oh, what's that? We've been winning more when he gets more playing time, and he's been playing better. Kakko's been playing better. His point streak, unfortunately, ended tonight, but he is still showing consistency right now, and he does look amazing. Vitaly Kravtsov, which I'm a huge fan of. This guy is actually shooting the puck, and how could you not love Kravtsov and the way he is playing? So you have him as well. Heedle's been playing better, and all of them are starting to finally get more ice time. Lafreniere ended up getting the least amount of ice time for the forwards tonight at 12:38. But when you look at how much time Panarin got, he ended up getting 14:30. The most amount of ice time for a forward tonight was Buchnevich with 19:05. However, that is because the Rangers ended up killing 2 penalties during the game. So him, Zibanejad, and then Howden, his all their ice times, the penalty killers' ice time ended up going up because of that. And this is a prime example of what we've been waiting for all season, and somehow the Rangers win when they actually play this way. I know it's crazy that what happens when you actually give all the forwards an equal amount of ice time. They all generate some opportunities. Although it did not look great at the start of the game, the Devils get a prime opportunity. Shesterkin comes up huge there, which obviously he came up huge this entire game because he got his first NHL shutout, but we will get into everything later with him. And then Panarin ends up getting a breakaway chance a little later. He misses, but not too far after. Mika Zibanejad gets a breakaway, buries that from Buchnevich and Fox at 7:02 into the first. And after that, I mean, the second period, everything started like balancing out more. But the first period, man, was it New Jersey Devils for the most part. The second period was just honestly kind of boring. There was not much happening. It was mostly just defensive hockey back and forth. The third period then comes around. Panarin gets one from Heedle and Fox. Kravtsov, though, got so many opportunities to score tonight, and it sucks that he couldn't end up scoring one. And then the Rangers, in the last 5 minutes, they made Igor work his ass off. I did forget to mention, by the way, at the beginning of the game, there was a fight between Kreider and I forgot who on New Jersey ended up dropping the gloves with him. But I think it was Severson. They ended up dropping the mitts early in the game. But fast forward again to where we were at in terms of the game for tonight. Kreider ends up taking... Was it Kreider that took that next penalty? No, he only got the fighting penalty. It was, I think, Lindgren that ended up taking that penalty at the end of the game. Yeah, it was. It was Lindgren who took the penalty at the end of the game, and Igor had to work his ass off. He made so many timely saves tonight, and Buchnevich ends up getting the empty netter, though, shorthanded, and that is the 20,000th goal in New York Rangers history. Pavel Buchnevich. I mean, I wish it would have been Igor. Somehow he fired it down and got it. But overall, not too bad of a game for the Rangers. I'm dying for them to shoot more. I am dying for them to just shoot the puck more. It's getting frustrating that they're not shooting the puck enough. But again, this is part of the thing where I say, hey, at least the kids got ice time tonight. And this is what I've been begging for all season. You're giving them a look, and you're helping them build up their experience here in the NHL. And they're going to learn more when to shoot the puck. Kravtsov, though, he doesn't even have to learn. He looks fabulous right now. Joe Micheletti right there. Shout out to him. But he looks amazing out there, shooting the puck often. And I think that he honestly should be the new K on the KZB line. Personally, I tweeted about that during the game. And it's just something that's nice to see. We're finally actually playing these young players more. And it's just overdue. It just is overdue. And we've been dying for it all season. And I feel like Jeff Gordon might have said something to David Quinn about it, considering Jeff Gordon, I ended up watching his conference after the trade deadline, and he mentioned about the young players. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something about the time that they were getting on ice. I'm pretty sure it was about that. And it seemed like Gordon did not like the way Quinn was rolling them out. Not that anyone really has like the way Quinn's coached in general this year, but I will respect when he actually does something right. I'm going to give him credit. And tonight he did something right by giving the younger players, like I said, at least 5 times this video, more ice time, because like I said, if we lost tonight, I'd rather see us be losing with these guys getting more ice time than if we were losing and then they were getting under 10 minutes of ice time like we've seen all season and stuff like that. And then Panarin and all the top 6 is each getting 20 minutes, and Quinn says stuff like there's not enough time in a game. Like, no, you're just a douchebag and did not want to play the young players. But tonight he did it right, and thankfully, and it leads to a win. But you're not going to win like this against a better team. It is the New Jersey Devils, who we do play 3 more times in a row. These are crucial games, because if you sweep New Jersey throughout this entire series, you're starting to make the playoff conversation a little more intriguing to me, and you're starting to maybe catch me back into the shit that we could make it, although I should keep the low expectations, because maybe then we'll actually do something. But I really don't have any expectations. It's not me just saying it so then the reverse happens and the Rangers make the playoffs. I genuinely don't think this team is a playoff team, and I don't think they're going to make it. But again, if they do, I'm not going to... It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I really want this team in the playoffs, because personally, I feel this team still needs a coaching change despite the good night there tonight, but you're still not seeing them shoot the puck enough. It's just the same issues we've addressed all season, but I'm not going to get negative. I'm not going to go down that road. We're going to stay positive about the win. So Rangers win 3-0, like I said, and Igor Shesterkin with his first shutout, which is something that we've been all waiting to see, and I was convinced was never happening at this point. It was taking way too long, and I was just convinced that we were never going to get that, and we did. By the way, Kravtsov kind of got robbed of a point tonight. I thought that he got that assist on that Zibanejad goal, and he did touch the puck, so I'm surprised they didn't change the scoring there. Stars of the game, by the way, were Panarin, the 3rd star, 2nd star Zibanejad, and the 1st, of course, the czar, Igor Shesterkin. Let's go to Twitter now for questions. But before we do that, I need to let you guys know about Fade Grips. Do you want grips on your controller just like this? Well, let me tell you, you can get them for 20% off if you click the link in the description and use code Python. You can get yourselves also cases for your controller. And if you want, you can get yourself snapbacks, shirts, hoodies, whatever else you want. Go ahead and click the link in the description. Use code Python. While you're down there, also follow me on Twitter, because we do go to Twitter for thoughts and questions after the game, and I like to interact with you guys, so be sure to follow me on Twitter. While you're also going down there, scrolling down, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and turn the notification bell on if you have not already. Let's get to Twitter now. NYR10 says, thoughts on Igor's first shutout? He finally got it. No, I got to put more energy into that. You did in all caps. says, thoughts on Igor Shesterkin's first shutout? He finally got it. Yeah, I cannot be any more excited because I've been begging for it to happen. I've been just hoping and praying way too long for it to happen, and it finally did. I was saying to myself all night that it's happening, and then I kept hitting myself in the head. I'm like, don't jinx this, don't jinx this, don't jinx this, don't jinx this. Try saying that like 10 times fast. But I kept hitting my head saying that, and thankfully they ended up getting the shutout. By the way, did want to mention Adam Fox now leads the league in points for a defenseman. Throwing that out there. New York Style 24 says, finally Igor got a shutout, and we played so good in our own end tonight, in my opinion. Do you agree? I thought in our own end we were a little sloppy personally. I don't know. I thought that the end of this game, the last 5 to 10 minutes, were not pretty, but it never is easy at the end of every game for us. But I thought it was a little sloppy today, honestly, in our own end. We were letting way too many grade A chances, like the beginning of the game at the start, literally seconds in, where I don't even remember who it was, but they got a prime opportunity right in front of the net, and or skating down the slot and got a great chance. Igor makes the save, and there was just way too many timely saves that Igor had to make tonight, and I didn't like it personally, but he ends up getting the shutout, so we like that, but don't like the amount of timely shots or the timely saves he had to make tonight. And I thought that they could have been a little bit better in their own end personally. But that is going to be the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, all of that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everyone.